just imagine upon themselves, they're going to really see that they were fighting against Yahweh Hashem Shai. The people are going to see it as well, right? Because Joel chapter 2 there, Joel chapter 2, no, chapter 3, I believe, 2 or 3, that talks about his spirit. He's going to pour out his spirit on all flesh.
Joel,
Right? Not as Rakar Padash, but if you want to understand that, you got to read Wisdom of Solomon 12. It tells you his incorruptible spirit is in all things, but who he chastened, that's who he put his Rakar Padash in. So we got to understand that. The Rakar Padash is the wisdom, knowledge, and the understanding. Okay? And those nations don't have that, but they're going to recognize it through the judgments. That's what it's saying in Joel 3, when he says he's going to pour out his spirit on all flesh. Some to what? Everlasting life. When you read Daniel and shame and contempt. Yeah, Daniel 12. Right? So this, anyway, just goes back to what it's really going into, is that his tongue, his words, people are going to see how false it is. All that time you've been lying to us.
Yeah, which is happening through the YouTube, man.
Right?
That's why they want to get rid of it.
And who's going to turn against the whore and all that stuff, right? You know that, right? It's those 10 horns, but anyway.
Precept?
Yeah, go ahead. Bring
This
it.
is Jeremiah chapter 16, verse 19. O Yahweh, my strength and my fortress and my refuge in the day of affliction, the Gentiles shall come unto thee from the ends of the earth, and shall say, surely our fathers have inherited lies, vanity, and things wherein there is no profit. Unique exposing it.
That's right. The last part of that verse 8, it says, all that see him shall flee away. So when the judgment comes, what's going to happen? Hey, even right now, we know a lot of people, a lot of elites and so forth, lower end, and people are leaving America.
Yeah. Switzerland.
Right, because they're bracing themselves. But we're talking about the destruction. Right? It'll be too late, obviously. Okay? You can read on.
I got a quick precept.
Okay.
This is back on at one point. It says, this is Psalm 69 and 22. Let your table become a snare before them, and that which should have been for their welfare, let it become a trap. You know, this is just to link up to what I read. It says in Psalm 64 and 8, so they shall make their own tongue to fall upon themselves. So again, we've already said this, but everything that they've created as a trap, including their own tongues, their own words, are going to fall back upon their own heads. You know, because even like on the YouTube, you know, a lot of the guys that tell on Esau about what they're doing and stuff are Edomites themselves. So Esau's telling on Esau. You know what I mean? And that goes back to the scripture of, you know, how shall it stand if its kingdom be
sin against Satan?
Yeah, sin against Satan, if they be divided among themselves. You know, so there's the Most High is making them making their own trap fall upon their heads, but it's through their pride they're not realizing it. You know.
We also say what was meant for his welfare, and what was meant, the internet was set up for his welfare to do traffic, right? Because he basically had a lot of things being bought and sold via internet. Okay, but also that platform called YouTube, I'm basically saying you can go in there and make channels for yourself and say whatever. So a lot of people went in there and start making channels and start telling on each other, right? And have us telling the truth, right? Which is actually exposing Esau, right? But people don't really take what we're saying as truth because we're so-called black people. But they'll take what he says, which must have them against himself because the kingdom is fallen, right? And that's when I jump into Job 15 and 6, and it says, thine own mouth, so your own nation, your own heritage, your own people, your own household, right, condemneth thee, and not I. Yea, thine own lips testify against thee. Okay, so the people like yourself is talking against you, man, because they think there's a right wing and a left wing, but it's the same bird, man. All right, there's one bird.
There you go, that iron and clay kingdom.
God.
Yeah.
You can't cleave.
Quick precept.
Yeah.
This is Isaiah chapter 8, verse 14. And he shall be for a sanctuary, but for a stone of stumbling, and for a rock of offense to both the house of Israel, for a gin and for a snare to the inhabitants of Jerusalem. And now obviously this is applying to what Yahushua is going to be for Israel, obviously, which is a trap and a snare. But also that also could apply to you other heathen nations, because you think you're doing whatever you want to do. But the Lord, He's trapping you. He used the internet to trap you, and guess what? He made you create the internet really for us. And that's really to judge you, you know?
And they didn't even create the internet, by the way.
Well, I mean to like push it.
But, yeah,
We know
push
who
it.
created it,
Yes,
it's Jake,
yes,
former of
right,
all
right.
things.
Yes,
But they take the credit because it's their kingdom, right? So, you know.
Kind.
Psalm 64 and 9. It says, it's like it says, and all men shall fear and shall declare the work of Yahweh, for they shall wisely consider of his doing.
All right, so if you go back up to the top of this book here, it says, right, to the chief position, right, Psalm of David, Psalm of King David, hear my voice. So it's through the spirit, okay, of wisdom, knowledge, and understanding with that oil, where that voice exposes all of this. Yahweh Shem Yeshai brings this out, right? And the people, that's when they're going to see. When actually, if I may say, physical judgment. Because right now, most of you who are not led of the Spirit, you're looking at us as though we're dummies, and what we're saying is nonsense. Okay, but the Scripture says His voice is going to declare this precept.
Fine.
All right, read.
And it says, verse 10.
Well, his voice is actually the prophets.
Yeah, well, that's what we're saying.
Okay,
Yeah.
so we're the ones saying, this is the Lord's doing, man.
Yeah, that's right.
No one else is giving credence and credit to the Lord. Everyone's always looking for his Mother Nature, and it's building.
Always looking elsewhere.
You know what I'm saying? Even our people.
Right in your face, plain sight, but you're looking elsewhere.
Yeah, eyes wide shut, man.
Yeah, even with these chariots, they don't think it's the
There you
most
go.
high.
Good point.
Yeah, they always talk about it's
Green men.
what do you call it again?
James Lantern, everything but the
Yeah, they say it's drones.
Lord. Gun.
So they're not giving the Lord
Or the blue
any
beam.
credit. So they're giving Esau all the credit.
Gun.
That's their God anyways, so.
Gun.
I have a quick precept that we're talking about giving the Most High credit.
Yes.
And he only has only his elect are given the Most High credit, which is 144,000 men among like 7 billion people. Right? The last time stuff like this was, things like this happened, the Most High made a great destruction so that the whole world shall know His name and then give Him glory. So this is Romans 9, and let me start with. Okay, let me start with 16. Well, I'll start at 14. It says, 13. As is written, Jacob have I loved, Esau have I hated. What shall we say then? Is there unrighteousness with Yahweh? Yahweh forbid. For he saith to Moses, I will have mercy upon who I'll have mercy, and I will have compassion upon who I'll have compassion. So then it is not of him that willeth, nor of him that runneth, but of Yahweh that showeth mercy. For the scripture saith unto Pharaoh, even for this same purpose have I raised thee up, that I might show my power in thee, and that my name shall be declared throughout all the earth. Because
right.
Pharaoh was, he was the top man, the top king on the planet back then. And the Most High brought him up and made him stubborn, so that he hit him with the plagues. And after he hit him with the plagues and all the miracles that the Most High did, it was an astonishment to the whole world, especially Israel. Then was given the name of the Most High to Israel through Moses. Right? So the Most High is doing all this, and Esau right now, is on the top, and we're on the bottom. But Esau is only on the top, so the Most High's name may be glorified in the world. The type of destruction that the Most High is going to bring upon Esau and his kingdom through Yahushua and the elect is like something that we have never seen in history of the world.
That's right.
It's going to be a great destruction, and it's all to glorify Yahweh Hashem Yahushua.
That's right.
Yeah, that's it on that. I'll go back to Psalm 64 and 10.
Good kind of verse, yeah.
And it says, the righteous shall be glad in the Lord Yahweh, and shall trust in him. and all the upright in heart shall glory.
And we will glory in the falling of this kingdom. Right? And it says the upright in the heart, which means the mind, because if you're not in this truth, you would think what's going on is like a bad thing. You know what I mean? You say, oh, my job back, I can't wait to get my job back. And
Can't wait to go back in the world.
God, no, they're killing our economy, man. Where'd my summer go, man? Right? That's all they can see, right? When man, the Lord is there like just open and pray, man. That this come scheme, man. It's done, flat, and bring it.
We
You know what I
hope
mean?
this is it.
God, man.
We hope this is it, man. I hope it's not just a test trial or anything like that.
So now they're saying they want to slowly open up
Non-essential places.
non-essential. And